Over here at the Sticker Maker channel, scrolling through technology, trying to find the best load that I had for my 5.56. Just so happens that at one point I had sent that to a friend. Well, I pretend he's my friend. Anyway, we share the load data back and forth once in a while, let everybody know what works, what doesn't work. I think he said he ended up with the card, but there's the card. So we're going to go with 27.3 grains of powder. Make sure the trap door is shut. For these, I'm using CFE 223. I don't know how many we're going to make. Maybe 150. I don't know. We'll see how fast they go through and how many primers I have sitting there in the bucket. They're all ready to go. Looks like 60. I'm going to get this thing loaded. Drop those in there. I kind of went through this with the other primers. If anybody found a good use for those primer holders, send me a message and let me know. I have many of them that I have thrown away over the years. Always wish I could come up with something to do with them. Set this on here. Make sure they stay in. Give this thing a swirl. All the primers go in the right direction. Remington primers do that where they dump them on their side in the holder. Can't just lay them flat in there. Other companies, they lay flat. You can just flip the tray over, lay them right in there. Works out well. What we're probably going to find in some of these 5.56, 223 cases is that the primers don't go in real well. The Lyman workstation that I have allows you to go through there and clean those primer pockets out. We'll probably have to go back through some of those someday, and we'll go through that. I'm not going to bore you with sitting here going through all these primers. But we'll go through some of these, and then we'll get to loading them. See what kind of fun we have with this. But this is all it takes to primer these. Just don't like using the press. I always joke about I like to touch, feel, sniff, make sure everyone's good. It's kind of a joke, but kind of the truth. You know, I'm putting my face next to the gun when I'm shooting it. If I miss something, something bad happens, it's on me. But if I was inadvertently careless or just slamming through these, more likely bad things could happen. We won't talk about bad things that may have happened. If you know, you know. All right, we'll catch up with you here in a few minutes when we get to dumping some powder in these. Thank you. Wish I had something funny to say, like Headspace seemed to hit a lot of views last week. Back to the 5.56, switching the little doodad on here for 223, 22 caliber, 27.3 grains, CFE 223. I know I said I double weigh everything. 5.56 is one of the few rounds that I don't get too excited about I can't say overcharging, double weighing being that particular. It's a 16-inch gas gun. Mine shoots very accurately. If I can get pretty close, I'm pretty happy with that. We're going to run the scales a couple times. Then after that, I'll probably just start dumping them. We talked about how these would prime. They're Lake City brass. I can't say I have any issues with them. They're pretty consistent. They load well for me. I had 3 of these out of the 60 that I loaded that the primers didn't want to go in, so I just got to clean out the primer pockets. That's a video for another day. We are going to get some shooting in today. We're going to try out the long shot cameras, See how those work, see if we can get some good video. It'd be interesting to see how that all plays out. So let's see what we get here. So far, looks good. I am going to say this funnel is amazing. I said it in the previous video, I wish I would have done one of them sooner. Now I know. Okay, for these bullets, I'm going to load Barmageddon 55 grain nozzlers. That's what my gun likes. Well, that I found anyway. I got the comparator back on here. I got a dimension. Need to know what that is. The die should be set for it already. 1.860. .863. We'll give her an extra little crunch. That's pretty close. Pretty happy with that for the first. Right on the money. So where I'm going next week is I'm going to go to Texas. We're going to shoot some stuff. Probably some hogs. Going with a few guys who shoot. Some guys who don't shoot often. I'm taking a variety of rifles so they have stuff to shoot. 5.56 just because it's fun. 308, that's why we're working on those. 6.5 Creedmoor. There again, love it or hate it. Don't matter to me. I like it. 22 ARC, just because I can. It's got a thermal on it, so that'll be a little fun in the evening. See how that goes. Hopefully I'll get some video there too. It won't be very technical, but it should be some interesting. I won't record nothing that should have stayed in Texas. All right, these are going pretty good. As you see, that's how easy this is. Once your dies are set up, your brass is ready. There is more steps that we can go through. You can use a concentricity gauge. You can see the corner of it right here in the video. That's a good thing to do. I do like to do that when I get to really getting into a more precise load. I probably won't be doing it on any of these. I do that a lot when I shoot the 270 6.5 Creedmoor and I'm going for distance. I like to take as much variable out of them as I can. All right, I'm going to punch through these. We'll get some shooting videos. I don't know if you'll be able to hear this with the wind. We're going to adjust the gas block on the AR-10 308 to make it work with the suppressor. It's a brand new gun, basically. Comes from the factory without an adjustable gas block. So we're going to try to get this thing adjusted down. Belongs to my friend Mark. What we got to do is just make it so it'll cycle. Pick up a fresh cartridge, kick out the empty. I am not in possession of his suppressor, so we're going to run it with one of mine. So if we can just make this thing work. That's really the goal today. He's got himself a little thermal on there. That's pretty much already sighted in too. I'm not going to stress on that a lot. The whole thing is we're going to do one at a time. Shoot these so we can get it to kick and empty out and hold open. Then we'll adjust the gas block if need be, quarter or half turn at a time. See if we get that to work. down to like 2 turns. Still kicking it open, kicking the shell out. Barely. That seemed to be better. Shell went out. Watch the video. I'm going to go 2 shells in this one, and I'm probably going to watch the shells flying. Better. And it stayed open. Bullets left, all in there. Hopefully I didn't take it down too far. So let's just do one at a time on this. Too much. Call that a win. I'm going to grab some more ammo. No more of that same ammo. We're just going to fire off this last one, call it a day on this. We'll come back with some more ammo. Alright, I'm actually going to run in and grab some of my loads that I have for my 308. We'll see if they'll cycle.